Hello, I'm Dr. Rob Kim Marjerison. Today I'm going to talk about our course Global Business 4320, which is Sustainable Global Business and Technology. My partner in teaching this course is Dr. Rongjan Chen, who's also an assistant professor here in the Department of Management, Marketing, and Global Business at WKU University. Global Business course 4320 is called Sustainable Global Business and Technology. Today I'll briefly tell you the course description, why the course is relevant, the focus of the course, and the learning objectives for this course. The course description is this course is offered once a year to global business students majoring in global business. It's also offered to other business students and even students of other colleges as an elective course in their third or fourth year. The course is comprised of some lectures, some readings, classroom quiz maybe, some classroom discussions. The students have to spend some of their time in the classroom discussing their projects. They will do a final project where they will work with a local business as a consultant to help that business to develop a sustainable business plan. This course has been offered for the last 4 years here at WKU University, and I've taught the course all 4 years. So I've taught it 4 times in a row. The course is centered around the philosophy of the triple bottom line. Triple bottom line means that there's 3 things that businesses should think about. In business, we talk about the bottom line, and that's a slang, and it comes from the financial report. The last line on the financial report is the profit. And in the past, businesses only focused on the profit. But now, in the present, we have to focus on 3 different things on the bottom line. The first thing, of course, is profit. Every organization needs to make a profit, and the traditional bottom line was measured in terms of profit and driven by innovation and entrepreneurship. The second bottom line is called people. Profit and then people. And people is how we account for social responsibility. And the way we measure the impact that the organization has on people is in terms of how the organization affects society. Third is planet. Profit, people, and planet is the triple bottom line. And planet means that for an organization or company to be sustainable and for sustainable economic development in the entire economy, we have to measure the environmental impact that each company has on the natural environment. If a company is successful in all 3 of these endeavors, then we say that that company is sustainable. This is a diagram of the triple bottom line, and you can see the people or society, you can see the profit, and you can see the planet. And if an organization is successful in only 2 of these 3 bottom lines, then there's an overlap. But to be truly sustainable, a company must be successful in all 3. Yeah. And sustainable, the word sustainable means that there is nothing to prevent this company from being successful indefinitely into the future. When we talk about profit, we know that every business has to have more revenue than they have expenses in order to survive. There's no doubt about that. And a lot of people think that when we focus on the natural environment or we focus on helping society, that we have to give up profit. But that's not the case at all. There's a lot of research and a lot of information to support the opposite, that in fact companies that are good for society and for the environment can actually show more profits. To be profitable in this modern day economy, business must continuously innovate. Companies that don't innovate and change and continuously improve are doomed for bankruptcy because their competitors will always be innovating. Businesses, whether they're new or existing, have to encourage entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial thinking. Big companies, big corporations still encourage entrepreneurial thinking and the entrepreneurial mindset in their employees. When we innovate, innovation is almost always driven by technology. Technology is the driver of innovation and change and entrepreneurial thinking in businesses large and small. Finally, we have to acknowledge that a lot of businesses are called a social enterprise, and that means that the goal of the business is not only to make profit, but also to benefit society. And we see that more and more, particularly here in China. When we talk about the second P of the triple bottom line, social responsibility, businesses have a responsibility to society, not only to make a profit for their investors, but also to the overall society, including all of the stakeholders. Stakeholders are not just investors. Of course, we include the investors, but employees, the community where the business is located, the customers, the suppliers, even the nation are all stakeholders in a business. They're all affected by the business, and the business affects them. And that, by the way, also includes future generations. When we talk about the third P, planet, it means that for sustainable economic development and the prosperity that comes with it, sustainable meaning we can continue to do this indefinitely. For businesses to be sustainable, they have to have a responsibility to the natural environment. That doesn't mean that we don't use natural resources. It doesn't mean we don't consume them. Of course we do. And of course, there is some pollution is a byproduct of commercial activity. But we have to balance that with our economic prosperity and with what we put back into the natural environment. There are many ways that businesses can be sustainable indefinitely if they have a well-developed sustainability plan. Businesses have an obligation to protect and replenish the environment. Why? For future generations, for the future. Businesses should help to make the environment good and balance the needs of today with the needs of future generations. This particular class is a slightly different style of teaching. It's very innovative, the class itself. We call it Participatory Education. It's also called Experiential Education. That means the format and design of the course will help students to become more successful in business and also to become better citizens. It's not enough just to be better businessmen and women. They also have to be a better part of society to help the community and the country. The course is designed not in a traditional teacher and student format. The students are required to address a business case, a real-world business case, and work with a company. And they're expected to dress and act and communicate as business professionals, as they will after they graduate and when they go to work. And the companies that they work with are called clients, because we are to help them to be more successful and build a sustainable business. So it's a different style. We call it a consulting project. That's the format of the course, and it helps prepare our students for their future employment with large companies, with government, and for new venture creation to start new businesses. This is a picture of the triple bottom line, and it's a very good diagram, and it helps to explain the balance of people, profit, and planet. I hope you found this interesting. The topic is very, very relevant, and it's very important to all of us. And the students that take this course, I believe, will be better citizens, better business people, and help to build a better future for future generations. Thank you so much for listening. All the best.